When I became an adult, I stopped eating snacks. Literally, the moment I turned 18, a Twinkie disappeared from my hand. I'm still looking for it to this day. In all seriousness, I don't really do a lot of snacking anymore, except for double stuffed Oreos with milk. That's one of the few things that I still regularly snack on. They're just so addicting. I can't stop eating them. It's actually a problem. I need help. And I thought today it would be fun to try some of the snacks I used to have as a kid, see if they still taste the way I remember, and what I think of them now with an adult brain and taste buds. Oreos are my favorite thing on the planet. There's several good people in this world I would trade for Oreos. Let's just say I wouldn't trade Keanu Reeves, but if the alien said, give us Ed Sheeran or we blow up all of your Oreos, sorry Ed, I loved thinking out loud, but that's about it. This right here is gold to me. See, the thing is though, Oreos on their own are like a high B to a low A for me. That's still so good on its own. But if you bring in some milk, everything changes. The secret is you don't just dunk it, you gotta soak it. Just gotta let it sit for a while, let it absorb. Oh my God, that's so good. That is an easy S tier for me. That is the perfect experience. After you dunk it in the milk and you bite into it, it starts off with this soft, almost cake-like texture, and then you bite a little further in, you hit the cream, suddenly it's just a melding of worlds. I have to keep myself from eating more of these because I have a lot more to get through. I'll just put my milk there in case I need it later. You might notice we've got a bit of a dessert theme going on with this video. Would you call this dessert? I'd call it dessert. These are the Chewy Chips Ahoy, not the original. I actually grew up eating these, but nowadays I tend to buy the original ones just because I can dunk it in milk. So I probably had regular Chips Ahoy maybe a month ago, but I have not had these chewy ones in several years. That was kind of hefty to pull off. If I was a child, I might not be able to break into that. All right. Oh, that is a very soft bite. I don't think it has the same magic as it once did for me. No, it's just like a average cookie. The thing with the Chewy Chips Ahoy is you can't really dunk them in milk. It doesn't have the same effect. So while these on their own are better than original Chips Ahoy on their own, the original Chips Ahoy you can dunk in milk and it's incredible. Yeah, that tastes the same, but colder. This one's gonna be a C tier for me. Twinkies. These guys have a little bit of a reputation on them. Not only are they known for starring in Zombieland, but they've also been known to be delicious and for going off the grid for a while. These famously disappeared from November of 2012 to July of 2013? Half a year? Was it really only that long? As a kid, it felt like they were gone for years. For the sake of honesty and transparency, I did have a Twinkie about 2 weeks ago. My brother went to the grocery store, he brought home a box of Twinkies, and I couldn't resist it. But I haven't tried them in 2 weeks, so we'll see if they still hold up. There it is, the Twinkie. These do kind of gross me out a little bit. It feels wet when you open it, which I guess is a good thing. When you buy a cake, you want it to be moist as opposed to dry, but it's like sticky, it's unsettling. Yeah, that's about how I remember it from 2 weeks ago. It's super spongy and the cream is so overly sweet. And for whatever reason, the cake around it just tastes so abundantly sweet, but it also just doesn't have a lot of flavor apart from sweet. It's almost disappointing because these were so hyped back in the day. I remember a lot of people being upset when they disappeared. The design is iconic. I think that's really the thing that carries it, is it's got that fun yellow tube look going on. It doesn't look like anything else. Sorry, Twinkies. A bit overrated in my opinion. Gonna have to put you down in D. Sticking to the Hostess products for now, we've got Cupcakes. I remember liking these a lot more than Twinkies. These were my go-to, while Twinkies were, I believe, more my brother's pick. I remember for a while I was eating one of these with every lunch in like elementary, maybe even middle school. God, I have not had these in forever. there it is. It's been a long time, old friend. Looking a little crusty. I mean, I don't expect it to be perfect, but this one's looking a lot worse than what they show on the cover. But you know, you can't judge a book by its cover. You can't judge a cupcake by its frosting cleanliness. Let's see if it at least tastes good. That literally just tastes like I was biting into sugar. Oh my God, that's intense. Why am I like shaky after that? Well, I don't think I got quite enough of the cream filling. I did bite mostly into cake on that one. Let's see. You would think that the cream filling tastes more like sugar. The cupcake itself is so sweet. The cream really like almost evens it out. I like all the different textures that are going on. The frosting top is fun to bite into alongside the cake. And then you got the cream, of course. The second bite was a lot better, but oh my God, that really did just taste like straight sugar. That was insane. Cupcakes, I liked it a little better than Twinkies, I think, but I don't think it's on the same level as Chips Ahoy. I'm gonna have to put these on D tier. Nothing has really shown me how much I'm aging more than this, because when I was 7, this definitely would have been a, maybe even S tier for me. Another snack I had a lot of during lunch periods in school were these Little Bite muffins. As you can see, we've got 2 different varieties here. These were the 2 primary ones that I would be eating. They also have a blueberry one, which I would get tricked into every now and then. You know, me and my mom would be going to the grocery store and she'd say, all right, grab your muffins for lunch. So of course I grab a box. It looks vaguely like muffins with chocolate chips in them. And then I have them in my lunch the next day and I'm biting into blueberries. And I think that really was the beginning of my trust issues. We just had a big old thing of chocolate. So I think I'll start with the chocolate chip muffins as opposed to the fudge brownie ones. Is there a better way to open this? Oh, open here. This still makes no sense. Just make a normal box. Why? What are you supposed to do here? Do I just tear it open? I'm just a man who wants a snack. I'm not a savage. Look at this. What is this box? Tearing it. Do I take points off for the packaging? This is actually the most confusing packaging I've worked with. There are a total of, well, now 4, but there were a total of 5 packs in here. Now I've got a bit of a conspiracy to share. I remember these muffins, these packs of muffins, having 5 muffins in here. But now, there are 4. What is going on, Little Bites? This wasn't a recent change. I remember this happening back in elementary. And I remember a lot of my friends would have these muffins as well, and they would back me up. They would be saying, hey, I think there used to be 5 in here as well. And really, that was the beginning of my issues with big business. Let's give it a little taste. Oh. Why does that taste almost exactly like a Chips Ahoy, but a little softer? That was strikingly similar. Like if Chips Ahoy made the chewy cookies into a cake instead, it would taste exactly like that. Which I guess makes sense because they're both chocolate chip. That was fine. They're not abundantly sweet the same way all the Hostess stuff was. So I do appreciate that. Maybe the fudge brownies are good. Hold on. I just opened it from the top, which is not what the package says to do, but that was significantly easier, and it even has the little flaps to close it. All right, let's bust this out. We've still got 5 packages total in the bag, or in the box rather. All right, 4. As expected. I remember not liking these as much as the chocolate chip ones, but these were still good. These are still pretty good. It's like an in-between of brownies and cakes. It's not quite a brownie, not quite just a muffin either. I think I might like this marginally better than the chocolate chip muffins now, just because this has a little more flavor. And again, I appreciate that it's not abundantly sweet. Those guys can go in C tier along Chips Ahoy. Snack pack pudding. This wasn't necessarily my go-to, but every now and then I'd see these on the store shelves and be like, I want that for my dessert for lunch. So every now and then this was a nice little treat for me. Let's start with the regular chocolate. These are surprisingly cheap as well. Now I was going to the store expecting these to be like $5 for a pack. It was only like maybe $2, maybe a little more than that. Surprisingly affordable. And I am just now realizing I don't have a spoon and I don't really want to go grab one because I don't want to have to clean one. I already have a mess to clean out. I'll grab a spoon. Spoon acquired. Let's give this a test. It's a lot more watery than I was expecting. Let me dig down a bit further. Maybe that's just like a top pudding tray, like a Greek yogurt. All right. That bite was actually marginally better, but still not great. This tastes like water chocolate. Let's bust open chocolate and vanilla. That one's in there. Oh, okay. All right, that's on the ground now. I'm hoping that the vanilla balances out the flavor profile of this pudding and hopefully helps fix the texture a little bit. I don't know how vanilla would fix the texture, but that's what I'm hoping for. Here, let me get a bite of pure chocolate. Hold on. For a second, I was thinking they were different, but I don't think I can in good faith say that they actually are different. For all intents and purposes, that is the same. But here, let's get a good bite with a good amount of the vanilla in the middle. Oh, that one's better. That one is better. This chocolate vanilla flavor really saved that from D, maybe even F tier. The texture is actually a lot better. Like you bite into the vanilla, it is a little creamier as opposed to just water. I would probably skip over the chocolate flavor, just stick to chocolate vanilla. Still not necessarily loving it, but I think C is appropriate. So far, everything has just been way sweeter than I remember, and I'm not a fan of like super sweet things these days. When I get sweet tea at a restaurant, I get half sweet, half unsweet. That's me. I am sad, which is a strange thing to be saying when you have fruit snacks in front of you. I went to the store looking for the Scooby-Doo fruit snacks. Those are the classic. Those are the ones that I would get as a child. However, they did not have them. So I just went with the same brand, Betty Crocker, the Pokemon variety. I figured Pokemon was the next closest thing. And then I also grabbed some Welch's fruit snacks. Both of these brands are really the fruit snacks I used to have a bunch of. Let's start with the Pokemon one, and then we'll move on to the Welch's. Okay, this packaging is actually really cute. There's a little game on here where you have to match each Pokemon to its elemental type. That is a very dumb game to have on the packing itself. It would probably work better on the box. Regardless, okay, it's a cute little addition. They didn't have to do that. What am I really complaining about? Let's see. Okay, well, we supposedly got a Squirtle here. You know, I'm quite nearsighted. I imagine this is what a Squirtle would look like if he was standing really far away from me. The basic shape is there. I don't necessarily expect these to look exactly like the Pokemon, but it is a bit misleading when on the package they look quite crisp. Let's bite into Squirtle real quick. That is real sticky. There's gonna be remnants on my teeth for the next week. I imagine that was just blue raspberry. I'm not super sure. Does it say on the box at all? I'm not seeing any flavors, but they do have a similar game on the side of the box. I'm just noticing now where you match each Pokemon to its evolution. That's actually a much better game. And it's on the box. Thanks for that, I guess. But I wish I could see what the exact flavors were. I don't know, it was fine, it was good. My only real complaint with it is that it kind of stuck to my teeth. But let's get a couple more in here. This Charmander looks like a Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare. It's kind of terrifying. Yup, that's an orange. That's pretty good. Bulbasaur is most definitely the best design so far, and he's quite adorable. It's really hard to pick up the flavor profiles on these. Hold on, I've been scammed. I ate Bulbasaur, I ate Charmander, I ate Squirtle. I'm about to eat Pikachu, but I'm missing Gengar and Pikachu's face. And we're gonna have to open up another pack in a moment. Oh, Pikachu's delicious. Where's Gengar? All right, Gengar. I'm not a big fan of grape flavored things. That wasn't terrible, but it's certainly not as good as the others. Anyway, let's get into Pikachu's face. Strawberry, maybe? They were all pretty good. I think my main complaint is that it just really sticks to your teeth. All right, let me just shove these guys to the side. Let's open up these Welch's. For a while, these were my go-to snack. I love these Welch's fruit snacks. Anytime me and my friends would get together, I would just have a big box of these, and it was the best thing ever. I remember at one particular sleepover, I brought a big box of these, and we ate almost all of the fruit snacks, and the owner of the house got quite mad. Not mad, but a little disgruntled maybe is the word, because these packages were everywhere, all over the ground, in between the couch cushions. Can't remember if we helped clean up or not. We probably should have if we didn't. I think we did. I think we were good kids. But even so, I think they said that they were still finding fruit snacks even several weeks after that night. So let's bust these open. There's usually a little slot to open these up. There we go. Let's pour these bad boys out. I am getting scammed so hard. I know there's a grape flavor. I'm also not seeing any oranges. Let's get another one open here. Where the frick is the slit? Come on. We're gonna have to resort to teeth on this one. I have opened 2 packages, and between the 2, I have gotten 1 grape and 1 orange. That looks like a raspberry. Yes, that's good. It's got a little more fruit flavor than the Betty Crocker ones. It's a little more tart. It's not purely sweet. It's got just like a touch of a sour flavor to it. It's nice. It's got a nice bite to it. And most of all, it doesn't stick to your teeth. Let's move on to a strawberry. That mostly tasted the same as the raspberry, with just like a touch more of a strawberry flavor, I guess. Now let's do the peach. I remember not liking the peaches. Yeah, not as bad as I remember. That was quite nice. Let's do the orange. Yeah, that's an orange. That was a really nice orange. I thought the Charmander over on the Pokemon fruit snacks was quite good, but that was even better. While I wasn't a big fan of peaches, I do remember hating this grape flavor. Again, I'm not a big fan of grape in general, but I would get sad if too many of these showed up in a package. You know, interestingly enough, that grape flavor is more what I would imagine Gengar would taste like. I think Welch's should really be the ones making the Pokemon fruit snacks. That tasted like Gengar. Both of those were quite nice. I think I do like the Welch's a little better. I'm gonna go ahead, put the Welch's on A tier, and the Pokemon fruit snacks can be B tier. Both of those were not awful, and both fruit snack brands had good flavor. My only gripe with the Pokemon ones were that they really stuck to your teeth. This one might require some explaining. This is a glucose tablet. You find these in the medicine aisle. I did used to eat these as a kid. I remember one day I was bored and kind of itching for a snack. I don't remember where we were. It was either the airport or church. I'm not quite sure which of those places was the one I was hungry and bored at, but I remember asking my mom for a snack, and all she had in her bag were these glucose tablets. So yeah, my mom gave me one of these glucose tablets, and ever since that day, I would steal these from the medicine cabinet. Also, if you don't know what glucose is, I'm pretty sure it's literally just, oh, nope, I'm wrong. I was about to say it's just sugar, but it's definitely not. Was my mom supposed to be giving me these? Okay, look, point is, glucose is sugar. There's other stuff in here. I think that's just to like give these shape, but don't quote me on that. Let's bust this open. Nice tight seal. Ooh, a little bit of dust flew off the top there. Love to see that. Oh my God, these do look delicious. Look at that. That is a nice circle. Gets a little bit of dust on your fingers. Out of everything so far, this is quite a tactile experience. The initial bite is a little tough to get through. It was a lot more solid than I expected. I feel like I remember them more melting in your mouth. I'm sure if I let it sit a little longer, it would do that. It really is just a giant Smartie. You know, it's circular like a Smartie. It's got more or less the same texture as a Smartie. Now, it's been a while since I've had Smarties, but I would dare to say it's got a similar flavor as Smarties. Yeah, this is pretty much just candy. A or B, A or B. This is tough because the Pokemon fruit snacks tasted about as good as these, but these don't stick to your teeth. It feels so wrong to put this in A tier, but just logically speaking, that's where it belongs. Pocky. I've got 4 different flavors here. I mostly did chocolate, occasionally strawberry, and honestly, I think I only tried each the matcha and the cookies and cream one. I might not have even tried the cookies and cream one, but I think I tried the matcha one once. Regardless, these 2 flavors I didn't have a lot as a child. It was more these 2, but they were only like $1 at the store. I wanted to try all of them. I've been going through a bit of a matcha phase lately. Anytime I go to Starbucks or Dunkin', I'll get their matcha. I was just curious to see what it would taste like on a Pocky Stick. I guess we'll start with the classic chocolate. This is by far the one I had the most of. I remember really liking these as a kid. I also remember that I would pretend that these were lightsabers and I would like battle them until one broke, and then the one that would break is the one I would eat. Oh, there we go, that's the one. I remember not being a big fan of the stick portion that wasn't covered, but I hate that a lot less as an adult. It's got a good chocolate flavor. The stick isn't like super dry tasting or anything. It just tastes like a Levant cracker. Is that the word? Levant? No, that's not right at all. Levant means handsome and tall, which, you know, I wouldn't necessarily disagree with. These are quite handsome and tall, but not the word I was going for. But I like these a lot. Let me set these to the side here. Let's do the strawberry one. Pew, pew. Oh, already, wow. Yeah. I honestly don't know which one I like better. The chocolate flavor was really good, but the strawberry flavor was nice and light. The strawberry cream was quite nice. Both of these going strong. Let's do the cookies and cream one. I honestly don't remember if I ever ate these as a kid. If I did, I only had them exactly once. You can see this one. Stick is a little darker. You got the white cream with some cookie textures. Look, you already know I like Oreos, so I don't think we need to do the lightsaber fight again. Yeah, I didn't really like that one. The cookie flavor doesn't really taste like a cookie. The cream isn't quite the cream that you expect. It wasn't bad per se, but I would never pick this up again. Let's move over to the matcha. I don't really expect this matcha flavor to be very good. Like, I like my matcha drinks, but I cannot imagine it as a solid. Ooh, yeah, that smells like matcha. I remember specifically not liking that as a kid, but oh my God, I'm aging so much. My favorite flavor is the matcha one. This is the least sweet one out of all of them. The flavor of it all was super subtle, but it was nice. I like that a lot more than I expected. I only printed out one thing for this, so I don't really know how to go about ranking this. I think, you know, the cookies and cream I didn't really have as a kid. The matcha I didn't really have as a kid, but the chocolate and strawberry were definitely pretty common ones for me. So I think I'll have to base it mostly on those. I like that a lot. Let's go ahead and put that in A. That was good. We've got Hello Panda. So if you couldn't tell by now, I grew up in a partially Asian household, meaning that I am half Filipino on my mom's side. So between the Pocky and the next couple of snacks we're going through, we got a couple of Asian brands in here. Me and my mom would go to this Filipino store and they had a snack aisle, and I would always pick up either these or the Pocky or the other one that we'll be going over in a moment. Yeah, these Hello Pandas were some of my favorites. I can't remember if I had more chocolate or more strawberry. I think I definitely had more chocolate. I had to have had more chocolate. I don't remember ever having this vanilla flavor, but I saw it at the store and I just wanted to try it. Another thing I remember is that they used to come in these like cardboard boxes. I do wish they still did the boxes. It was a much more flattering presentation, in my opinion. Here, I actually want to start with the flavor I haven't tried yet. Each of these have like their little panda mascot doing a different sport. This one, they've got him skiing. I think in that one he is, yep, he's definitely dying in that one. That or he's playing tennis. I don't know what I was expecting. That's vanilla. They're not doing anything absolutely insane here. It's just a nice cookie outside with a cream center. So we'll do strawberry next. I mean, that's strawberry. I don't think I like this strawberry quite as much as I liked the strawberry on the Pocky. All right, chocolate time. Here, I don't know if you can see it, but he's playing hockey in that one. Pretty close to how I remember it, actually. I feel like as a kid, I remember getting much more of a cream flavor than the cookie flavor. Now I'm not picking up on the cream quite as much. In fact, here, let's do a little cross section. I feel like I just bit into the creamiest one that they've had so far. I was about to bite this open and be like, hey, where's all the cream in there? There's not much, but this one had quite a bit. So I guess each piece will vary. I can pretty comfortably put that on a B tier. Those are all pretty good. I do believe that these are the same brand as the Hello Panda, and it's the Maiji. So for these, I remember they had like a mix pack, half strawberry, half chocolate. I remember liking the strawberry a little bit. I remember liking the chocolate a lot. I don't remember vanilla, but yeah, let's bite into these. We'll start with the vanilla. All of the little sticks have animals on them. This one says elephant jumbo. It's not even jumbo elephant or just elephant even. Is that like the name of the elephant? Jumbo the elephant? Get a little nice drag in there. Want me to confirm the flavor profile. I don't think vanilla's it. That vanilla cream is pretty overpowering. If I was rating this one on its own, it probably would be D tier. Strawberry, let's see what this is like. It's a little better. Not quite as good as I remember. Maybe the chocolate will save it all. I remember liking this a lot. Let's give this chocolate a taste. And this is a octopus. Lucky number 8. Fun animal name games on each stick? Wait, this is a game? How do you play? What? I guess the name game is the name of the animal and then a brief description of that animal. So octopus, lucky number 8. Octopus has 8 arms. The owl, active at night. Owls are in fact nocturnal. Anyway, I put this off for too long. Let's do the chocolate. Yeah, this one's just not as good as I remember. I was excited for this one too. It's just, I was really expecting a Ratatouille moment there and it didn't happen. The thing is, I think it's pretty comparable to the Hello Panda. Again, I didn't hate the Yan Yan, but I think I really hyped it up in my head. I think B tier is fine. Last one for the day. We've got Cosmic Brownies. I think out of all the snacks we explored today, this is the one I would eat the most of as a kid. These, I remember being delicious. I love brownies to this day. I don't know if I'll like these brownies. I feel like they're gonna be a little too intense. I must say, I'm quite worn down at this point. I feel physically and emotionally damaged by all the sweets I've had. It's been a lot. I'm not the kid I used to be. Ugh. As a kid, this looked incredible. As an adult, this scares me. Let's just split that in half. I would always try to eat around the sprinkles, and then I would try to make it so that my final bite was just full of sprinkles. So I think for the sake of historical accuracy, we have to eat it the same way. That is really chewy. Oh, that's so sweet. How much sugar does this have? Oh my God, 23 grams of sugar in one brownie. Oh, no wonder I'm so jittery right now. How much did the cupcakes have? 19 grams per cake. Somehow it doesn't taste as sweet. I think it's just because it's all one texture, but God damn, that's almost a Coke can. Oh God. I think I'm just sugared out at this point. The flavor itself is not actually bad. That's a good brownie. That's better than a lot of regular brownies I've had. I wish I didn't have so many desserts right before this because this probably would have tasted better. All right, that's about as around the sprinkles as I could have gotten with this piece. Let's take one big bite. Oh my God. Oh, it sticks to your teeth. It is an abundance of sugar, but that was pretty good. So yeah, Cosmic Brownies. It was a little too sweet, but I did like it better than the Hostess stuff. Even though the cupcakes had less sugar. Well, then how much sugar does a Twinkie have? Oh my God, 32 grams. Twinkies are sticks of death. That puts the die in diabetes, holy shit. But yeah, so I think Cosmic Brownies, that's a confident C tier. Anyway, I'm gonna go crash out from sugar. I'm gonna try to get some regular food in my body. Thank you for watching. This is a different type of video I'm trying out, so if you enjoyed it, give me a like and subscribe if you wanna see more like these. Anyway, I hope you guys sleep well, enjoy the rest of your day, and watch this video on the screen for another video YouTube thinks you'll like. All right, bye-bye.